Hello everyone, welcome back. So today also we will be trying something new. In previous three videos we have been doing random words, but in this video we will try impromptu challenge with random phrases. This will help us in two ways. First is that we will be learning new phrases. Second, as we continue to do each and every day, improve our communication in English. Okay, so moving with it. My first phrase is roll with the punches. Its meaning is to tolerate or endure through the unexpected mishappenings you may encounter from time to time. Roll with the punches. So it is very important in our life. So as you have read the meaning, you have to move forward. You have to keep on going in your life to succeed. There will be a lot of punches or hindrances in between, but what you need to do is keep moving without resting, or keep getting up after falling down. So this has to be kept in mind that once you are committed to a process, you will achieve everything that you want in your life. So part of the process becomes is that getting up after falling down, to tolerate or endure. You are tolerating if anything bad is happening, or if you are trying to build a new habit but it is causing a little bit of difficulty in beginning. You have to keep on doing it. You have to tolerate that pain, or if there is any unexpected mishappening. So let's say you wanted to get up early but your alarm didn't go right, or you were not able to mm, you know listen to your alarm, or your alarm didn't work. This is a mishappening. So because of it, your whole day's schedule has been compromised now. So that being said, what you need to do is, instead of mm, you know kill your whole day because of that little incident, you need to make most out of the remaining part of the day. Maybe you got up late by 1 hour, so you can make up for that 1 hour later, but you can't waste remaining 23 hours of your day and work on it as hard as possible. So that would be 2 minutes. Moving on to the next phrase, needle in a haystack. Something that is impossible or extremely difficult to find, especially because the area you have to search is too large. So this happens with me all the time, or might be happening with you as well. We can take example of something that we need at the moment but you couldn't find it. For example, nail cutter. One, when you need it the most, let's say you want to attend a party and your nails don't look good or they are too big, so what you would be needing is a nail cutter. But at the last moment when you try to find it, you couldn't find it because a lot of you could have kept it at a lot of place, unless there is a designated place for it. As it doesn't have designated place in my room or my place, so this happens with me all the time. Like I have to find it as a needle in a haystack. So that is there. Another thing that I could think about is needle itself. Let's say you want to sew your button in your shirt but you couldn't find your needle, so it becomes a difficulty if it doesn't have a designated place. Or let's say you are walking in a desert and key of your cars got dropped. So but you realize it after it has gone for like 1 or 2 hours. So you have been walking from the last 1 hour and you dropped your keys. So it becomes difficult to find it. So that key is also an example of needle in a haystack. Something that is impossible or extremely difficult to find, right? Especially because the area you have been searching is too large. Needle in a haystack. That's a new phrase. I'll be using it a lot, definitely. Let's say you want to find a file but the folders are unlimited. So to solve that problem, there is one new AI tool, Claude, that integrates in your computer itself and help you to find out whatever files you want in your file or in your system. Moving on to the next phrase, jaws of life. Usually this references a tool used by rescuers when they pry or cut open a car to save the occupant. Jaws of life. This is a difficult one. Let's read it again. Usually, this references a tool used by rescuers when they pry or cut open a car to save the occupant. Let's say a car got stuck, but that's what I could imagine, and doors couldn't open because of maybe mud stuck in the doors, or it is, there is something surrounding it which is not allowing it to open the door. But occupant of the car or driver or passengers in the car need to be saved, so they would use a tool to cut the car into half so that these occupants can kind of come out of the car easily. Jaws of life. So what this jaw does is comes into your life and rescues you from where you are stuck. I can link it with the thing that I've learned recently, that is NLP, neuro linguistic programming, and life coaching. There are mental cages that we have, and we want to come out of them, but we don't know how to do it, or we don't even know that those cages exist, right? So simply to get out of these things, we need to use jaws of life. You need that. NLP or life coaching was jaws of life for me. It is helping me out to identify my negative patterns and come out of it, and bring, changing the context of communication or kind of words I've been having with my friend or colleague, so that the meaning completely changes in a positive way. Moving on to the next phrase, go out on a limb. Putting yourself in a risky situation in order to help someone or to hazard a guess. Let's read it again. Putting yourself in a risky situation in order to help someone or to hazard a guess. Okay. Go out on a limb. So you want to help someone, but you're risking yourself or your life, maybe to just to help the other person. For example, there is a dog or a cat drowning in a sea, and there is, storm coming in the sea. Storm is there, and the weather is also not looking good. But to save that person, those animals, cat or a dog, whatever it is, you would, someone who knows swimming very well, who can handle this thing, or maybe someone who love the dog or cat, both person can jump into it, can jump into the sea and help dog or the cat get out of it, right? So that is there. So what these two people are doing is risking their situation. They're putting themselves in a risky situation. One person who don't know swimming definitely is putting it in a risky situation, because he don't know swimming. How would he be helping them come out when he don't know how to get out? So that is a very, he's going out on a limb just to see if he can help those or not, just to protect them for some minutes. Yeah. But the person who went, who knows swimming, he's also going out on a limb in kind of a way, because it is a risky situation when storms are there in the sea or whatever it is. The weather is not good, so it could backfire his move. Okay, moving on to the last phrase of today, a lone wolf, someone who is solitary or independent. Okay, a lone wolf, independent. By this phrase, I can think of a person who put on his status, learn to live alone. He's trying to be independent, I would say. He's trying to be a lone wolf who can achieve everything that he wants by being lonely. That's his beliefs. Okay. What else can I think of a lone wolf is? Sometimes we have seen people come out of nowhere, like opposite of nepotism, I would say. There is no background or nothing in a field. Like, I am also a chartered accountant, but there is no such person in my family, and I had to walk this whole journey without any guidance from my family or anyone. But yeah, even if you're a lone wolf, you learn from your mistakes or from your past experiences, or you find or you look at another wolf who has already achieved it, and you learn from them. So you have to be independent. Like when you are working in corporate world, you have to be independent with your work. You can't be dependent on others because you have to prove your point or your caliber by yourself only, and you can't rely on others. You can rely, at some point of time, teamwork wins instead of independent working. But yeah, you have to be independent as much as possible and try to use your brain first instead of. Yeah, my timer has run, so 10 minutes are over. So thank you so much. I hope you liked the video and it got some help. You were able to learn new phrases today, right? Okay, thank you so much. Bye.